It's everyone's desire to build a home for their family. It's everyone's desire to have a place they call their own, where there is beautiful housing, beautiful shelter. And hence we have embarked on homesteading, because it's also my desire and my family's desire to have a place where they call their home. And you think about places that you would like to stay in. We all have these grand ideas and grand dreams that we have. But what we don't anticipate is the challenges that come when you then embark on such a project, such as construction. We have embarked on this journey this year, and we have started building our homestead. And we are so excited to do it. But what we never anticipated were the challenges that will come with such projects. We are on a 2,000 square meter stand in the hills of Domboshava, surrounded by mountains. It's a place that is extremely beautiful, and we have embarked on this project to build on this land. And hence, I've come across challenges just to imagine the magnitude of things that are needed, such as builders, such as architects. Is something that I never knew in my life that I would need such people. But it's been exciting that so far we have started, and we did our fencing of the perimeter when we discovered the land that we needed, when we purchased the piece of land. We're excited to do the fencing, and I'm glad that I was hands-on on that project, fencing and just putting up the perimeter and the boundaries, because it's important. Mind you, when we are in Zimbabwe, we are building on what is called a rural land, and land has always been a difficult subject because people, cross into each other's boundaries. So we started with just putting up a perimeter fence to make sure that we demarcate our area, make sure that no one would come into our territory. And we are now going into just putting up the structures now. But yes, of course, we started with meeting with our architect, and he designed our dream home. And now we are engaging with builders as we are putting down the ideas now on the ground, as we have embarked on digging the foundation. But no one tells you that it's not a walk in the park. Because come to think of it, when we started setting out our plan on the ground, I never thought it would take so much time, because we just building a 3-bedroomed house there. But it took us so much time just to set out the plan on the ground. We had to have our architect present, working with the builder, and they were just there giving their whole day to just making sure that they set out a plan. From what I learned, from what I've learned, and what I've just been inquiring and being told, is that setting out a plan on the ground is such an important phase of building, because this is where you make sure that your house, the dimensions, the length, the width, everything is measured accordingly. And your architect have to be there agreeing with the builder. And also the builder will be asking questions to the architect about the plan, and as they set it out, they help each other. It was such a marvelous process that I've seen. I never thought mathematics is necessary, but I would tell you the truth, I saw the necessity of mathematics when the architect and the builder were just measuring each and every millimeter, to the dot, to make sure that our house come out the way we desire it. It's one thing having it on paper there on the plan, and one thing having it put on the ground. So it's such a beautiful process, and I was amazed by just watching the process. And then after setting out the plan, and our guys have started digging now the ground, and they are just digging and following the plan as it is. And it's amazing to see it come to life, from the plan to the actual foundation coming to life. You begin to get it. For a layman like me, I'm like, oh, so this is what it is. So it's such a beautiful process to watch. So as we are doing that, we are already working with different people who are going to bring us materials. We need to talk to guys who have trucks, because they'll need to bring the sand, the cement to this construction site. So you need to know your transporters. As it is being done, you need to just be going around different places taking quotations, hardware stores. I'll tell you, I now know many hardware stores because of this project, because I've been going in the shops asking and inquiring, because we need sweet deals for us to be able to do a budget that will break our back. So it's amazing. So as we are doing this, I don't want to lie that there's so many costs to it, transport up and down, because our construction place is about 30 kilometers from Harare, so we have to drive up and down every time. So the fuel bill is a reality. So we're doing everything we can to cut out the cost, and I hope that at the end of this project, I'll be able to break down the cost and perhaps share with other people who also want to embark on a homesteading project on the cost that we've incurred so far just doing this project. But I'm excited extremely that even as we are doing this, we are looking at areas that we can start with, because I think one thing that I'm realizing is there need to be strategy. You have to be very strategic. So our strategy is to start with the toughest things that we deem tough. So for us, we're gonna make sure we are putting a bore first, because water is essential on the construction project, which is a big thing. So we're doing a bore. We have already started digging the septic tank because from the advice that I got from our builder, he said there will need to be toilet facilities. So it makes sense to already construct a septic tank and cover it and use it as a blade toilet for the contractors who are there. But then we already have it now. So which means when we are done with the project, it's just a matter of getting our plumber to connect the house to the septic tank. So already it's a great idea that we put a septic tank down. As you can see, our guys are digging, and this is what we are capturing now. But yeah, I've said a lot of things, and just thought I would show you what we are doing. And I hope you are learning something from this. I've said a lot, like I've said. So just drop your comments and let us know what you'd want to ask. And is this phase that we are at our homesteading. But here is what we have completed so far. Our fencing is done. We have set out the plan, done. We have dug out the septic tank, done. And we wait for the next phases. So I'll keep sharing, and I hope as you follow the Mudimu Homesteading channel, I hope you continue to learn something about building, about construction, and we are excited to share our ideas. And we are also hope that you could share also some thoughts in the comment section and advise us on how we can also do to better out this process, so that our cost can even go down. So I'm happy to have shared this, and I hope that you have been assisted. I'll show you, I'll be on a hike, and I'll show you the place, what it looks like. So follow me on the hike. We have a nice mountain in the background, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So if you want, just follow me on the hike that I'm going to go on out.